The evolution of coastlines from Ghana to Benin in West Africa has become a major issue due to the rapid socio-economic development, including urbanization, port and harbor expansions, erosion, and sand mining. Besides, the construction of the Volta hydroelectric dam in the 1960s is believed to reduce sediment supply off the coast of Togo and Benin, which has worsened the beach erosion along the eastern coast of Ghana. Erosion rates are currently reported between 8 and 17 meters per year at localized points, an increase from 4 meters per year in the 1940s. This tropical storm-free low-lying coast covers several types of rocky, sandy, open, pocket or embayed beaches. The Center for Coastal Management, in collaboration with the National Geographic Society, the World Academy of Sciences and French Embassy Ghana supported project, and studies the evolution of the Dzita coastline in the Kita district of the Volta region using video camera and UAV techniques. This beach is one of the most vulnerable beaches on the eastern part of the Ghanaian beach.
We know that we have about 25 hotspot eroding sites, and the eastern sides are the most eroding part of the country. This beach between Anyanui and Atoko is not protected. The rest are protected, and we looked around and we realized that this beach could be more vulnerable. So we decided to install a video system here. This camera gives us continuous data every day, and from this we are going to understand scientifically the short-term evolutions.
What I realize is the sea has been eroding the whole of our coastline since long, even before I was born. But as at now, it is the duty of the government to protect the coastline, as said by the Parliament. The Parliament have made it clear that every year they continue the extension of the coastal protection work for 1.5 kilometers every year, but it has stopped.
The project team lead, Dr. Donatus Anorin, believes that the evolution of beaches as short-term, that is 1 to 30 days, is important but is less known. He says that most beach studies are therefore done from seasonal to long-term periods, which is consequential for the occurrence of extreme events such as storms that have duration less than 15 days.
Mostly, studies are done on a seasonal to long-term scales because of the difficulty in collecting data at short-term scales.
This scientific gap, which has not been adequately covered, may be predominantly due to data scarcity.
Hardly will you see a field experiment organized for researchers in the country to come together to collect data with diverse expertise. So, in my opinion, I think this practice is not the best.
We came to work here. Donatus has started working here for some time because this whole coast, at least from Ghana, in the Bight of Benin, is an erosive coast, so we're losing a lot of beach, and this is caused by a number of factors. The most important one probably the sediment starvation from the river. So the Volta River has got a big dam on it, and there's not a lot of sediment coming out anymore. So this is a problem for the people here because, as you can see, there's houses very close to the beach. The beach retreats at a very, very fast rate, some meters per year, sometimes 10 meters per year or something like that. And houses disappear. It's a very important part for the people in these villages. And that's what we come here for, to understand, to quantify these processes. Probably go a little bit beyond that, not just to quantify how much beach we're losing. This has been done before. This is easy to do with satellite images, for example. But we also want to understand the processes. Which processes cause the most erosion? Is it the steady chipping away by the waves, or is it some storm events? Sometimes the coast retreats, then it accretes again and it moves offshore again, little amounts. We're trying to understand the dynamics of this. Well, the aim of this project is to document, to really understand what the processes are, to document these processes. In terms of livelihood changes for people, I don't think we could do much. So the objective of this project is really to predict how long it's going to take until the water level is, until the beach is here at the house, so that people could make a better planning. Maybe not build houses here anymore, think about packing up their things in time, thinking about building a house in time before the water level arrives here, because these things, they can go reasonably quick.
For proper implementation of coastal management interventions, it will require quality data that will be acceptable by highly trained scientists in the particular domain.
From my realization, I could see that the data aspect of the project is one of the causes that delay the government, either the government or organization that may like to support or help to protect the land.
I think if we have this data collection in a way that many researchers within the country who are in the same domain can organize field trips, and all of them will study the same thing, it will help them to share ideas so that everybody will be on the same page.
For us on this large project at Dzita, we are using the UAV to monitor beach dynamics along our coast. We are looking at the shoreline change as well as the beach volume change. So this is what we are doing here at the Dzita beach. We have been using the unmanned aerial vehicle since May 2018, and we have been coming here to fly manually, collecting very high resolution, up to 2 centimeters of the Dzita beach. And it's revealing. What we have seen is that we have very high beach erosion, just around September. And going forward, we're looking at getting more interesting results as we get more data in the months that are ahead of us.
Oui, aujourd'hui, nous pensons qu'il y a un peu quelques difficultés qui subsistent du fait que nous n'avons pas donc les données. Et avec les données, si nous réussissons à avoir les données, à par exemple avoir la bathymétrie au niveau de notre sous-région, c'est-à-dire au niveau de notre côte, oui, ces données sont des données très essentielles pour donc la modélisation du système dynamique dans la région dans la région littorale. Je pense bien entendu que de nos jours, nous n'avons pas tout ce qu'il faut, mais comme je le disais, avec le renforcement de capacités, nous allons donc pouvoir multiplier non seulement le nombre de chercheurs qui travaillent dans ce domaine. Moi, je viens du Bénin et je suis là, ici au Ghana, et principalement en train donc de travailler dans ce domaine. Il faudrait que nous puissions travailler ensemble.
Students on the project are interested in a work with high cost impact. They need more data and new technologies for their studies.
I think generally the data collection that we've been doing has gone on quite well. We've acquired quite enough data which could be processed and that can give us enough information about what is happening along the coast of Dzita. I think at the end of the project we would have enough data to really give us a comprehensive overview of what is really happening.
I think it can go very far because we could extend what you are doing in this localized area, we could extend it very far. Then we could know what is happening as at now and then what is going to happen in the future.
We installed the data logger for less than 2 hours, so we are not expecting much, but then it gives us a rough idea as to what's really going on down there. So it's just to have a fair idea. That's why we installed the data logger. Well, the process is going on down there. The easiest method was installing the data logger. That was just putting a float and wait, just dropping it, and then went off, and then we had to come back. So that was the easiest thing. Well, we haven't processed the data yet, but pretty much installing the data logger was the easiest thing so far.
Taking a close look at the coastline of Ghana, especially the eastern corridor, which is eroding continuously, one of the things I would encourage us to do as researchers is to focus more on the use of modern technology for research. And as part of this, we need a lot of investors, funders to take absolute control of this study area, whereby they would pay more attention to the use of drone one and the use of modern technology to first and foremost understand the processes that is happening in the coastal area before implementing these sea defense structures and then other measures in order to control erosion.